the heart of the woven worlds lies the realm of High Haven. The world, once the center of all creation, has fallen into chaos. Villains, led by the Death Knight 𝐄𝐱𝐩𝐿, scour the corners of this fractured world. In this darkest hour, heroes have reunited to take on the forces that would seek to destroy all.
And we're here.
Hey, welcome back. This is the new. I was wondering that too. I saw that and I was like, huh.
I did a lot of changes to a character over the break.
Yes, you did.
Well, tiny bit.
But yeah, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and kind of just jump into it immediately. Really quick. One sec. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it. When we last left our heroes, the realm of High Haven has grown fiery in this past month. The horns of war echoed and summoned large armies into forward march. The domain of the God King has devolved into an ever-escalating series of brutal attacks and battles. The first son, Prince Horus, holds the northern territory from his stronghold above Akoshu. The second son, Prince Wolfgang, holds the central domain and eastern wildlands with the aid of the barbarian kings. Dominions worldwide join either side, hoping to reap the rewards or establish peace in the aftermath. Yet, the true danger is not yet realized by all. The Cataclysm Shroud, a weapon capable of destroying an entire civilization, is in the hands of the 𝐾𝐞𝐥𝐯𝐞, an evil cabal of dark creatures joined together in opposition to our heroes. Furthermore, the Green Flame Torch, capable of tampering with the borders of planar reality, has come into the possession of the Duke of Darkness, a Death Knight of the Wood Elves. As the world is consumed and you all stand against the rising tide, you are hunted. Even now, the dark forces hidden away in the shadowed corners of the woven worlds prepare for your demise. Godfrey.
Yes. Yes! Right, I forgot the cup. There we are. Very good.
Wood shatters behind you as your body is thrown back, crashing through a wooden pillar. You and Cranston, having traveled to the top of a hill where a monastery stood, awaiting your friend's arrival. The portal closing as three devil-like creatures emerge, attacking you and Cranston. I already have your initiatives up.
Oh my goodness, alright.
You all have already taken some damage.
Let me bring us over to the battle map then.
Yes.
There we go. Brand new. Alright.
I was wondering why I got a message from you saying don't long rest before
I got that too. I was like, what's going on?
We're going to start with these two bearded devils. Just to put it into context as well, Godfrey, you are currently prone because they got a natural 20 on you. And they set the prone condition. This bone devil, like walking towards you with this spiked tail. Cranston, you are currently poisoned as these two bearded devils wielding glaives have started to attack you. This first one is going to stab out at you. Ba-ba-ba. That is going to be, where is it? It's going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. This is going to be, it's going to be 12 points of slashing damage. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, sir. Total,
DC 12.
Made it. 19.
Okay. As it swings out at you, you kind of hit the blade, and it does cut into you, but it doesn't leave a lasting mark. It is then going to approach you, and it is going to attack again. That is going to be a 22.
Hits.
Okay. That is going to be...
I fail whatever the con save is as well.
That is 8 piercing. It is a DC 12 con save. Did you fail that?
I rolled a 2, Sean.
Okay, you are still poisoned then, as the beard that it has, or like tendrils, spiked and barbed, and they like slash across and cut into you, and you feel the poison coursing through your body. This one over here is going to swing its glaive out at you. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That meets.
Okay, this is going to be...
Should I bother rolling the con?
Yes, you need to roll it for this one. That's 7 slashing damage. Ooh, 11. One sec.
And what was the slashing of the second attack of the other guy? That was 9, right?
I believe so.
Okay. All marked.
And then one sec.
Whew.
Yeah, as the glaive cuts into you this time, it opens this deep gash in your side, and immediately the flesh begins to blacken and bubble. You have received a, an infernal wound. At the beginning of each of your turns, let me just double check that. Yes, at the beginning of each of your turns, you are going to receive 1d10 damage from this wound.
Okay.
It is then going to... 5, 10. It's going to step over here. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's going to be 6, 7, 8. That's going to be 8 piercing damage. No need to roll the con save on that one because it's still the poison condition. With that, unfortunately, we go to the Bone Devil. It stalks toward you, Godfrey. And as it does, it is going to make 3 attacks. 2 with its claws, 1 with its sting. That is a natural 20.
Damn it.
Anything?
What do you mean anything? All over silvery barbs or elsewhere.
All right.
Well, there is one thing I would like to use.
What?
And that is, for this natural 20, I would like to use the boon of invincibility for the first time.
So what does that do?
It negates any damage from the source's attack.
Okay.
To 0.
So that would have been 14 slashing damage, and now it is 0. As it swings out, it strikes against this holy barrier that flackens and burns its hand, and it goes. And it begins. Do you speak Infernal at all?
I do not.
Okay, you don't understand. It just goes. And then it's gonna bring its other claw down towards you. Let's see. That is going
to shit.
19 to hit.
That meets.
Okay, half damage. So this is going to be 6 halved to 3. And then finally, it swings its tail around as it stabs into the ground in front of you. Or trying to hit you. That is going to be not very good. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
And that was at advantage as well. With that, it's going to end the Bone Devil's turn and brings us to Cranston.
I am going to... Oh, first let's roll the fucking damage I have to take. 7. Fuck.
I will say every time they hit you with that bearded attack, or sorry, with the glaive attack, that damage will go up by another d10 until you... But you can use an action to staunch the wound if you want to end it. But it is an action to do.
Okay, I'm going to... He quickly tosses up a bit of straight iron and holds it in his hands, as he will then cast Hold Person on these 2 next to him.
Okay, what do they roll?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom, that is going to be a plus 2 for both of them. First one on the
19.
left, that's a miss, and that's a miss. Immediately they get frozen in place, their blades inches from you.
Straight arm will kind of just hold there, acting as like the conduit of their prison. imprisonment as I run over, just I'm coming, Godfrey. And that will be my turn, I believe. I don't think I have anything bonus action I can do right now.
Okay, Godfrey.
Can I bonus action hide next to it?
No, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll allow it. You know, now that I'm playing a rogue, I think I appreciate the hide action a little bit more. So go ahead.
That's fuck. I rolled a 15. That's total. 39.
Fuck, you rolled a 15. Yeah, you beat its 12 passive perception. All right. Anything else?
Sean is
yeah.
immediately regretting that decision.
Anything else?
I won't abuse it. That's all.
Okay, Godfrey.
Just in time, Cranston. Ha! And I'm going to use 10 feet of movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him.
This is at advantage.
Right on. All right. First, we'll great weapon master this before I roll. So -5 to the roll. Plus 10 damage. Let's see. So that's 24. -5 is 19.
That meets its armor class. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, wait, that was not with advantage. Let me double check. Okay, 31 -5, so 26.
Yeah. Also, is my camera fucking up?
It is frozen.
It is, but we're fine.
One sec.
It's on a good pose. Oh, okay.
All right.
You had a nice smile going on.
I'm gonna start rolling some stuff.
Yeah, you roll your damage while he's lost to time.
I think it's safe to say that this thing is a fiend,
No.
so you can do that extra.
Yeah, I'll do a 3rd level smite as well.
Okay.
That's gonna be
Oh god, against a demon, yeah.
68.
You better hope you get dice for
32
Christmas,
plus
'cause you're gonna
16.
32
16
plus.
Yes, 16
Continue.
slashing, 32 radiant.
Okay. So the total was what again?
16 plus 32, that's 48 total.
48.
48 points of damage as this holy ring like echoes out as the creature is blasted with this huge strike, just shearing away a large portion of its health. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna swing the blade back around and attempt to drive it right through it. We'll do it again. That's gonna be another great weapon master attack. That'll be I think that's gonna be a miss with great weapon master. That's 16.
Remember
That
at
is a-
advantage.
Is that
Yep,
advantage?
I did do the advantage. I got the same thing twice. 21, 21.
All right. Anything else?
That I used my bonus action. I've got stuff for that. We'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Go ahead and add it to your token. As this kind of radiant, like, shield appears around your body. Anything else that you would like to do?
That will be it from me.
All right. As you blast it and you like swing back around for the second attack, the devil's tail drops down and blocks your sword, and it gets in your face and it growls and it kind of grabs out at your arm, raises its tail back, and right before it comes right down and pierces through your chest, Godfrey, the creature is distracted as this like mist moves past its head, as immediately 5 pinpoints of clouds just land into the ground as some people appear.
Yeah, skeleton!
The skeletons. Yes.
That brings us
Gang.
first to
Skeleton
Lavender
is here.
Fernwood.
Oh, there he is.
Alrighty. So,
I'd imagine deforming as a cloud mid-drop to like do a hot ODST drop.
I have to measure because I didn't know where I was gonna be. Let's see. Lavender will go ahead and she will. What makes the most sense here? Oh, there are so many options. She is going to see Cranston suffering, just
No,
casually
great.
bleeding. And she is going to basically
Oh, wait. I am bloodied. Huh.
you think? She is going to just point at him and use healing word at 4th level and go, really? I didn't leave you alone for that long. And so I will roll that. I'll roll that real quick.
Okay.
I swear I was good during the downtime. That's a lie. He wasn't. He did a lot of risky things.
That'll be 19 points healed to you.
And as you receive that magical healing, the infernal wound does close as well.
Oh, thank God. I didn't want to have to roll concentration when it came back to my turn.
All right. Anything else, Lavender?
That'll be all.
Okay. That'll bring us to Amra.
Right. You know what? I have this now. Might as well
God.
use it and have fun with it.
I didn't see you guys on the roof.
Let me measure something out. 10 feet. That's
Why am I
way
in
bigger
that?
than I anticipated.
Why am I in that armor?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Sacrifices.
Sacrifices must be made.
I see
Also, I
the
can't
the
bel-
gun. Sorry.
Can't believe I left them on the roof. That seems so mean.
Well, I mean, we were in control of where we landed, so
that is
that was
true.
our decision.
I assumed the casters would want the roof.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, I was not prepared for this. You know what? I want to use this spell slot because I have it now, which means a lot of dice. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on the Bone Devil.
Okay. What level?
8th.
Incredible. Go ahead and roll the hit. This is about to be either the coolest or funniest moment of the campaign.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Okay.
I don't even think we'll lose if you miss. It's just gonna be. It's gonna hurt my soul.
That's a 26 to hit.
That does hit.
And I believe that's 11d6.
11d6. Go ahead and roll that.
I
You can
have
roll
no
it in
idea.
Roll20 if it's easier.
That'll be way easier because I have
Just
not
it's
that
just
many
/
d6s.
roll space 11d6 and then it
No,
should
do
give you
my
the-
method. Just roll a single d6 repeatedly, slowly adding it up in your head.
That's pretty good damage. Actually, I think that's exactly average.
That's great.
Disturbing.
11 times 3, yeah.
Amra drops on the roof and proceeds to let loose a tactical missile.
All right, 33 points of damage as you land and send this charge off. It crashes into the side of the creature and it grabs at like the skeletal bony exterior, this kind of green red ooze dripping out of it. Anything else?
I'll just say that's it for now.
And it has advantage, or whoever attacks it next has advantage, right?
Yes.
I can't wait for
Okay.
the skeleton gang to use that up.
Oh no. Ash, your turn.
Actually, would it be better for the Skellige to use that? Maybe, actually. Yeah, the Skeleton Gang is gonna make their move.
All right, roll to hit.
Let me... I forget
Armor
what
lands,
plus it
fires an
is.
artillery cannon. Cranston's ears are ringing. He looks across the smoky battlefield. A skeleton's picking up its arm.
The missile knows where it is.
That is... Thankfully it gets advantage. 5.
5 damage.
No,
Or,
5 to
5
hit.
No. I
9 to hit, sorry, 9 to hit.
still no.
Still
Better
no?
question.
Okay. In which case, the other one's gonna run over. Can he stand here even though there's a pillar?
I'll allow it.
Alright. Let's try this again. That is 23.
That does hit.
Okay, that's better. 30 damage.
And these are not magical in any way, correct?
Correct.
It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you might expect, but it still does a hefty chunk.
And then Ash is going to draw his sword and in an instant vanish as he is going to Steel Wind Strike. All three of them.
Yeah! Let's go!
If I'm not mistaken, if you hit these guys, it's an automatic crit.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
It depends on interpretation, but
What?
it's because technically it's something that attacks them from 5 feet away.
When
I'll
you
allow
The
it.
strike is
Oh,
teleported
yep.
to them.
Yeah, but
basically.
he is teleporting next to them when he attacks.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll. You have advantage on them, not on the Bone Devil.
Okay. On those two, it's going to be 29 to hit.
29 hits.
And I will double my damage, so that is 12d10.
Go ahead.
That's going to be 61 points of damage.
Is this a magical weapon? Or it is a spell?
It's a spell,
yeah.
and it's a magical weapon.
Specifically, it's
Oh,
force.
It's force
immediately
damage.
reduced to like cinders. As you just and you go, nothing personnel, kid, and then you stab it through the.
I think we found our combo.
And that's going to be a 20 not natural to hit. For the
This
next
does hit. Roll damage.
one. All right, same thing.
Umra and I just need to hold person people, and Ash.
I also have hold
62
person.
again.
You see
Oh, God.
as two of the devils drop into cinders immediately, as Ash just begins to teleport, slashing through them wildly before I presume coming toward the devil. What's the range on Steel Wind Strike? Just to double check.
I think it might be 15
30
or 30.
feet.
Okay.
So
30.
I
You
wouldn't be able to
cannot
get
hit
the
him.
Bone Devil.
No, I think it's 30 between the targets, but correct
Well,
me if
yeah,
I'm
could
wrong.
I teleport, and then teleport?
Is it 30 between the targets or from the casting point?
I will double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
5 creatures within range, so from casting point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Damn, that's
Okay,
a
so I
shame.
wouldn't be able to get him.
That's a
And so
shame.
then you, if I'm not mistaken, you then teleport to the last creature you killed.
I can choose to teleport to the last creature I
Ah.
killed, so I can just stay up here.
All right. Anything else?
And I believe that's it for me.
All right. We go to the top of initiative with the bearded devils. No. Bone devil time.
Ash just did the katana thing where like you pull it and she's it real quick and they fall apart.
With that in mind, it's going to look around. It's not feeling too good about this situation. It is going to look toward Cranston and aim a
What do you
strike
mean I'm
with its.
hiding? It's fine to beat the shit out of me. It's fine.
That is true. He'll get disadvantage. Actually, no, he doesn't know you're there.
Skeleton.
He's gonna attack Godfrey with all 3 attacks then. Thanks for letting me know.
Fair and valid.
To be fair, Godfrey can take it better than Cranston.
Godfrey does a 26 hit.
Yeah. It'll do it.
6 slashing damage for the first.
It's not bad.
Do you need to roll con for your Shield of Faith?
Yes. Give me a sec. What's the DC? So it's 6?
So it'll be DC 10.
DC 10. Okay. Con.
It's always
I have a
the
plus
damage
9.
halved, but if it's lower than that, it'll always be a 10.
Passed.
Okay. Next attack, natural 1. Last attack, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. This is going to be. Oof. It's going to be 15 piercing damage.
So
Plus.
DC. Oh.
Yes.
I was just for the con save.
That'll be in a sec.
Yeah.
You'll also take an additional 19 poison damage.
Ouchie.
And then I need a Constitution saving throw DC 14.
That's a 20. 30.
All right, you are not poisoned. And with that, it's going to end its turn. Brings us to Cranston.
Wait, and then what's my con save for concentration for that? That would be...
What was
With
the
half
total
the
again?
damage, minimum of 10.
Well, so 19 plus, what was the original? 15? So one sec, 19 plus 15 divided by 2, it's going to be 17 for the maintaining your concentration.
It's only 14.
Okay, your Shield of Faith goes away. But that's going to end its turn, brings us to Cranston.
I'm just going to post to Nomak real quick. Chappie sent me this picture and said it's my patron.
Okay,
Yeah, I know.
new
Pain
canon.
is real. No, please show it.
Oh, well, why is it so thick?
I was,
I don't want a thick snake as my patron.
why not? I was going to ask Chappie the other night when we were playing Lethal Company if he still watches.
Yeah, I think he pops in now and then.
That's good. That's good. All right. That is the end of its turn. Cranston, yours. Oh, he frozen.
Oh, very frozen.
Am I frozen at all? I'm not looking
No,
at my camera.
you're
No,
solid.
yeah,
Okay,
fine.
good. I think
Just-
maybe it's me having it on the screen was doing it. So I made it so I can't see myself.
We'll let you know if you suddenly disappear.
Like
All right, good.
Cranston.
Like Cranston.
Like Cranston.
If he doesn't appear in a second, we'll go to Godfrey. All right, Godfrey, you're up.
All right.
Oh,
We...
wait.
Nope. Unless
John, are you there?
I missed.
Unless...
Oh,
It's
John.
okay, I missed.
What?
John, you. Oh, he's gone again.
okay.
He said he missed.
Oh,
Oh,
there he is.
maybe.
John,
Has Cranston
are you there?
returned?
Yeah? Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
He's alive.
All right. What were
I
you
missed,
doing?
by the way. I rolled 2 6s, and it's a plus 11, so I got 17 for both. If 19 was glancing earlier,
You
that
didn't-
means I fucking missed.
You didn't have to roll twice
What do you mean?
because you're poisoned, so you have disadvantage, but you're flanking, so you have advantage. So it's just a normal roll.
I'm fucking dying. I forgot. My bad.
But all right. So if you miss anything else on your turn,
No, I'll stay here for Godfrey's sake.
that's fair. Godfrey, what would you like to do?
I'm going to, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
Or attempt
Whack.
to, at least. Whack time. First one is going to be, this is just a regular hit. No, Great Weapon Master. That's a 31.
That does hit.
All right. So that'll be, I get to re-roll that 2. So 17 slashing damage.
17. Is this a magical weapon?
It is. It is the Holy Avenger. And that will be. We'll do another 3rd level smite. Let's do it.
Okay.
Sorry. So that's 68. And then they are a fiend, right?
They are a fiend.
Okay, rad. That's 56 radiant damage.
Godfrey, how do you want to kill the Bone Devil?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna as its stinger is in me, I'm gonna jump up after it as it like withdraws, and I'm going to cut off the stinger, and then grab its side, stab right in, and push it
All
down
right.
to the ground.
As it like turns toward Cranston in that moment, after him and his attempted attack, you quickly cut down on the edge of the stinger where it connects to like its hip area, and you slice clean through, hearing the bone grind against your sword. And as the tail comes free, it rears back like shrieking, but you grab it, you stab it through the chest, and its eyes go dark as its body shrivels up, and as it collapses into the ground, it turns into soot that just outlines where the creature was before. And as you slay that creature and kill it dead, we get to go back to 𝐄𝐱𝐩𝐥𝐯. Also, you can bring us back to the face cams.
We're back.
Make sure that it's working. Is it working?
Yeah, it's looking all right. Some of the cameras are a little pixely, but I think that's just a connection thing. I don't know if that's a...
What do you mean? I'm doing fine.
Yours is actually one of the better ones, John, if I'm being honest.
What?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
It's right now it's Caitlin's that's just like I can count the pixels just every so often.
My camera's bipolar.
Why?
It's either 0 or 100.
I don't know what it is.
That's weird.
But as the bone fiend drops, I'm just gonna go. Cranston, come here. So you take that hit.
Well, which one?
Here. I'm gonna lay a hand on you and spend 5 points of lay on hands to neutralize the poison.
All right. As the poison kind of is brought out of your
system.
system.
Say you spend 5 points of healing on me. I'm like, oh.
As it's drawn out of your blood, you are brought back to normalcy.
How does Godfrey look?
Let me double check something. 139. Godfrey's bloodied.
Wait a second.
Lavender will walk over to Godfrey. She'll just.
Oh.
Shit. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Everything just went like weirdly quiet for a second. It was bizarre. But Lavender will then pull out this fascinating looking, just like a golden pipe. It just looks very inconspicuous. Probably about that long. And she will go over and she will smack you with it. And that is... Oh, where is it? It is... It doesn't tell me how much. Oh, no, it does. 70 points. Up to 70 points of healing.
70 points of healing? Holy
So she just smacked
shit.
you. She just smacked you with this random, like, pipe. And now it's like, hey, I feel great.
Oh, that is wonderful. Lavender!
I found it somewhere.
I pick Lavender up into a big old hug.
Well, Lavender's also then going to be like, "It's great to see you," and then she's gonna smack him on the helmet. I thought I told you not to go to other planes without me.
Listen, I needed a few things. I thought I'd pop in, but look.
And you see Godfrey shows his new plate armor.
I mean that's fantastic.
Should prove.
That's wonderful. But no leaving the material plane without me again.
Right. I figured you'd be busy.
You told me he was buying armor.
I did,
I was
technically.
I was going around. You know, I was around the planes. I happened to see you in the distance. I'm like, I'm gonna catch up later. So, yeah. But I'm glad to know that you're all right.
Wait, what were you doing in the planes?
I had to find this, and she holds up the rod. She's like, still figuring out everything that it does, but it's pretty cool.
It's very good. Very good.
God, you find a random rod, hit someone with it, it heals them. I hit someone with a random rod, I found they get tetanus. Ugh.
Tetris doesn't exist in this world. There's no Russia.
Said tetanus, you freak.
Oh God.
Amra, Ash, is that you on the roof?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I didn't mean to leave you on the roof. Sorry.
Better
Oh,
to
it's
hit things up
fine.
here.
That's fair.
I can get down easy. Easy. Do you need help on the...
I'll be fine.
Okay, perfect. Ash is gonna teleport down.
Amra's just going to drop.
That's fair. I thought Ash was going to trust fall into the skeletons.
That would be beautiful.
Also, I do want to point out,
That's what happens. That's funny.
I do want to say real quick. I just wanted to show you this silly thing real quick. I had a lot just prepared in case anything like went crazy during this fight. For example, it's got a whole ass interior.
Oh. Wait, did you just
God.
move the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Shiny getting into
That's
map making?
cool.
What are you using? Where'd you
Relocation
get this?
services.
I
Oh, no,
made
no,
a
I forget.
moving train in High Haven. You don't think I can move
What
a
it
roof?
I mean,
To
you're
be
at
fair-
the plane.
Oh, wait,
I-
you know what? Now that I think about it, why didn't we ever question the fact that the train was moving on the map?
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
I got shown it before the stream. To be fair.
Yes. I whenever I am telling people about the stream, I always pull up the Roll20 and show them the train. I'm like, look, a train.
The train's good.
The
Wait,
train.
you show him the episode where I dropped an elephant from the sky?
No, just the train.
I feel like the elephant part is really integral to understanding the Heroes of High Haven
It
narrative.
is.
Though.
I would probably agree with you.
No,
But anyway, you
understanding
guys.
the Heroes of High Haven is that episode and then the court trial.
Then the trial, yeah.
We have multitudes in this campaign.
We have much.
Halfling court.
Goodness.
The halfling scored. Bum, bum, bum. As you all are standing around on this hillside, you're able to kind of mend yourselves a little bit. You see the ashes starting to blow away with the wind. And out on the horizon, you see the sprawling city of 𝐄𝐱𝐩 within the valley itself.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Good to see you all back here. Hell of a timing. It's almost like you knew the demons are gonna be here.
I've started just assuming either of you are in mortal peril at all times.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true. You probably could have shown up anytime and that'd probably be
fine.
ideal.
I did a lot of fighting just during this whole time, so well, you know, I was
too?
I was doing some stuff, getting things.
Lavender will hold the rod of... I got a thing. I call it the rod of bonk. Because if I bonk someone with it, it heals them. It does other things, but the cool thing is you bonk someone and it heals someone. It's great.
Should I be worried about the other things?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Can it
It'd be nice
also
for the Cataclysm Shroud, though.
can it bonk to harm as well?
No. I mean, I could use it as like a blunt weapon, but
Instrument, yeah.
Just not optimal for that sort of thing. I see.
she pulls out her scimitar and's looking at it. She's like, this one's sharper. She puts it away.
Yeah, well,
Understood.
you know what? I'll take it. I'd rather have the the bonk of healing than the scimitar of healing.
That is fair.
I would imagine
You
that
are
being
healed.
more painful.
Gets stabbed.
Have you guys ever heard of the EMT trainee who they like showed up on scene and there was like somebody who was stabbed and so they pulled the knife out and their like trainer was like, what the hell? And they were like, oh, and they put it back in and then the person died.
So I had to go through an emergency bleed training at work, and the first story that we got told was if you put something sharp back into a wound, you're probably gonna kill someone. And we're all sitting there like, isn't that logical? It's like, apparently not.
It's really bad.
That's really
But you
bad.
took the triangle out of the triangle hole. Doesn't that mean you put the triangle back in?
That's right. It goes in the
No.
square hole.
Goes in the square hole. Oh my goodness.
All right, what are y'all doing? I will say, just so
No,
everyone is clear, Godfrey and Cranston, you guys arrived here, met up, and then you guys were attacked by these devils. Amra, you, if I'm not mistaken, were picked up by Lavender and Ash, surprisingly, traveling together, and then brought to here.
Godfrey and Cranston's meeting were meant by Godfrey, a portal opening up to the side. Godfrey!
Oh,
Panic.
there's
Cranston's
that.
like, really? Already?
It's been a lot
Cranston
like
didn't
this.
walk through this one.
Got here.
Cranston didn't walk through it, so I'm proud.
Who leaked our meetup site?
I think it's just me if I'm here. They follow me, that sort of thing. It's been like this. They've been growing more bold.
Do you still be harassed by the invisible one?
As the no.
You have not seen him in this month.
I have not seen him since the temple, if I'm being truthful.
Have you checked?
I'd like to check.
There is
Divine
no
sense.
at this moment. There are no fiends around.
Right.
I have.
Standing one step out of range.
He's been following you the entire month.
Exactly one step out of range.
Just 61 feet away.
Yep.
No, I've looked around, but I've not seen him. I feel he's
Yeah,
in
that's
hiding.
usually the point of invisibility.
Yes, it is.
By the way, the Countess messaged me saying it's important.
What's the message?
Well, okay, let me put it this way. They said that all of us should go meet with them and talk. And if they weren't willing to put that details into sending, it's got to be important.
Was this a as soon as possible type message?
I didn't get a time frame, but I just got please do this as soon as available, which in Dragon Lifetime I imagine means we should have been there yesterday.
Well,
Not an issue to get there.
right. I don't have to...
Lavender just pops up from the side. How far do you think that is? We might be able to make it for tea.
Ooh. Probably, honestly. If I remember correctly, Okoshu is not far from the academy.
We can make a short jaunt of it.
Man, my internet's still not happy. I'm looking at this map and all I see are pixels.
1 sec. Let me just give
Oh,
you guys a
that's your
rough.
map.
Let me give you a rough estimate real quick. Yeah, I think you can make it.
Sean,
You know.
for me, Jesus Christ. For me right now, though, Sean, your map looks like a half-shaken Etch-a-Sketch.
Understandable.
You know, it's just been a little shaken. Not really shaken.
Yeah, it's like the lines are still there, but boy, did they go some directions.
Right, well, should we just head over, or do any of you have things you need to do here in Koshu?
Did you ever go on your date?
No.
Oh, poor guy.
I am about to walk into hell, so I feel like I don't really want to give hope to a lot of... It's not important. Well, his feelings are...
No, I get it. Don't leave him with a Dear John letter.
Right. Yes. To the academy, then?
I don't see why not.
It appears so. We'll have to catch up what we did later.
Also, Sean, your camera froze.
Great. Incredible.
We can still
God,
hear
is
you
it
though.
How long has it been frozen?
Oh, it's back. It's back.
You're good. You're back.
It's back.
It wasn't frozen
Your
for that
sickness
long.
returned.
Yeah.
My cough brought it back. All right, so you guys are doing wind walk to the academy?
Lavender gathers
Yep.
everyone in a circle, and she's like, I'm learning how to do druid things more official now. And she's like, get in a circle, we're holding hands. So
Hand holding, all right.
It's like Thanksgiving all over again.
Go.
I do want to say, Ash, are you putting your Skelly boys back in the or in the hole?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
I also
just please.
we'll talk about this later.
Yes.
About the dimensions of the hole. But doing the math, I think it's reasonable to say that you could hold 2 full skeletongangs in the hole with nothing else in it. But we'll have to figure out a system for everything else that you carry.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, but
what
they
if
clam.
the skeletons just
I do
accordion
have the
fold?
bag of holding.
That is accordion fold. Technically, you can only
Oh.
have 2 medium-sized creatures at max in there. But
Oh, so
I
they're
think-
packed
I
in there like sardines.
yes,
You're worse than
Full of squishy.
sardines.
You just deploy them like the droids during the
Yeah.
Roger.
da 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 da.
Now I have
da,
to find multiple bag of holdings.
Just dumping bones out. All right. They dance into the hole, and you're able to close it up. As you all grab hands, Lavender, do you cast the spell?
Mhm.
All right.
She's basically going to sneeze, and we all turn into clouds. She's like, she has this moment of peace and quiet, and just, and we're all clouds.
As you all turn into these cloud-like forms, you're able to fly over toward the Academy of Sorcery. For some of you, your first time arriving at this place. And as you pass through the mists overhead, you get a sudden strange feeling as though you are welcomed here. And as the clouds are passed through, you see on the horizon the Academy of Sorcery looming over the valley. Yeah, there it is.
We're walking down the halls. Cranston's already talking to old classmates, despite knowing them for like the 2 days.
You see some of them are like, oh, he's back.
Some of them are like that. I'm like, hey, Jared, been a long time. Points at a potted plant.
One of the leaves waves back.
Yeah, like, you feel the transformation spell. He's still
Lavender,
Uh,
Lavender goes over, starts a conversation, and she's like, so you're not a plant. How does that
just-
work?
You just hear, and then, hi, Cranston. Ah!
should we help him?
I don't
He's
know how.
probably
It's a
fine.
school. It's a school. I'm sure they have teachers for that.
I'm gonna step over and like lay a hand on the plant, and I'm going to attempt cleansing touch.
No disease. The intention.
It's not about
Really
diseases. It's an action to end a spell.
Oh yeah, he immediately just, and you find a golden robed man with the spectacles sitting on the ground. He goes, oh, thank you so much.
Of course, are you all right?
I mean, I'm not a plant anymore, so that's a big plus.
Very good. Right, everything's right as rain then.
I'll get back to you on that.
All right. Have a wonderful day. We'll just be going that way.
All right. He gets up and he just walks off. As you guys are going through the different halls, I'll move you to this
Honestly, I
map.
think it did him good. He never got much sun when he was doing his research.
All right. Where are y'all going?
I'm just taking them to where, if there's not a designated room, just where Cranston thinks the Countess might be.
There is a main room where she usually is.
Okay.
And-
take them there.
As you enter into this room, you all see sat there on this massive, like, raised platform with a beautiful tree kind of growing behind her. This large moonlit dragon of like almost like transparent like scales. And they kind of bristle as you all enter, and she turns her head over toward you all. And she just kind of looks at you with this passive expression.
Oh,
I will also. Sorry, I will also point out, I forgot about this. This is kind of important for the people on stream because the players know this, but the streamers don't. There is a brilliant white comet in the sky over High Haven. Some of you look confused.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. It's been a few weeks.
Yes.
Is this about the moving that we've been seeing?
Hello, Cranston.
She's already so done, and you just walked
Do
in.
you always?
She's had a month of sending spells from it.
Do you always talk to her like this?
Yes.
Am I not supposed to?
Typically not. When they're someone this important.
Well, I mean, everyone else talks to them about being so important. I imagine they'd like a change of scenery.
I must admit, he does speak true. It is something I've grown accustomed to from the Ebon Siren's charges.
A smile and a wave.
Thank you all for coming here on such short notice as well. I see that you all have been busy in the past month.
Lavender holds up the rotted bonk. I found a thing. She just hides behind Cranston again.
I
So-
called you here.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Cranston.
No,
Your
no,
turn.
I was just going to read it, bring it back up.
I've called you all here because there are a few things that need discussion as the world is evolving in a great many ways at this moment. Cranston informed me of the current predicament that is going on between your group and the 𝐄𝐻𝐿.
Indeed.
Well, I do
I'd
have
like to
some
name them
ways.
Ash's legacy, but
Ash's legacy. She looks over toward Ash. Do you care to explain?
Wait, I thought we were
wait,
talking
you know about
the
it.
deep-
One of them's Nathan, isn't it?
Oh,
Wish.
okay. I forgot that's what their
You
name
know,
was.
Countess.
Well, yeah, I know the Countess. I was just confused of what their name was.
I see. Well, with the rising worries of what the 𝐄𝐻𝐿 presents to the world, and since you all are intimately familiar and fairly powerful, I believe it my duty to help you in the ways that I can. First, I was able to bring somebody of note to help you in whatever journey you're about to go on. As she looks over to the side and you see a door, you see just a form standing in the doorway, towering. And as it steps forward, you hear, "Ah, my friends."
Imric! Haha! Good to
man.
see you.
Lavender is going
He's
to
a
like
turd.
jump hug Imric. It's like, I hope you've been okay.
I have been well. Why are you grabbing me?
It's a sign of like saying hello, like thankfulness that you're still alive.
Oh, I see. And he grabs you. I need you to roll. Actually, I'll just roll
God.
for him. I need you to please take 3 points of damage as you hear your spine crinkle as he just
Nope, tight.
I'm
and then he
I'm
just drops.
fragile.
My apologies. It is good to see you all again.
As
You
it is.
look a lot scarier, he says, pointing toward Amra.
I think Emily is BRB right now, but
What about Ash?
He has always been scary.
That's fair.
That
that was on a change.
That's justified, yeah.
Then the Countess kind of like shifts a little bit and she says, as I'm sure you all have seen as well, the comet in the sky, or the moving dot, I believe you said, Cranston.
I don't know their names.
We had our scholars look into it, and it is a troubling portent. For as far as our knowledge and magics can determine, the comet comes from beyond creation. It's never been spotted in these skies before.
What does it bring?
We are not certain yet, but it cannot be good from what we understand. And as such, with everything escalating in the ways that it has, and the news that Cranston and your group has brought to my attention, I've decided to offer some advice. You see, the 𝐄𝐸𝐷𝐈𝐁 are powerful. You have earned the enmity of many foes, of sufficient catastrophe.
Yeah.
But some of them feels petty. I heard about the succubus one. We met her like, what, once?
You haven't met the succubus? You don't know she's there yet?
Damn. Sorry.
That's a surprise.
How dare you
roll.
metagame?
What? I like the idea the succubus mentioned just like they ended up in Cranston's dream is like, I fucking hate you. No other communications.
No other idea.
He's like, what did I do?
Just
Like,
Cranston's
I've met
dream.
He's like, what the hell?
Only Cranston knows, but he thinks it was a dream.
She then says, as such, I had some of our scholars look into possible ways to help you all. And through much research, we have found artifacts that we think might be to the benefit of your group.
Interesting.
What sort of artifacts?
They are known as icons, mythic in nature, created during and after the Everdawn. These icons, crafted by demigods, even some of the gods, some of them even the Ayara. Some of them, though, created by mortals with extreme power. We did our best to match what we know to your skills.
Is it possible that the 𝐄𝐸𝐷𝐈𝐁 knows of these artifacts as well?
It is likely that they do, but it is unlikely that they have any reason to go after them, for it has come to my attention recently that they are in possession of an artifact of great destruction.
The shroud.
Please describe it indeed.
I think we're aware of it already.
She looks to Lavender and she says, no, we know of that one. Another. The green flame torch.
Lavender looks over at Ash because she knows the last one that knew where the green flame torch was.
No,
was
if
Ash.
I'm correct, confessions, he did admit.
He did super admit it.
Admit that.
He was the last
Absolutely.
one who was in possession of it.
I'm just imagining everyone's looking at Ash.
Ash is just
Cranston's
also-
not. He expects it.
Given where Lavender and Ash went over the break, she looks at Ash and goes, Did I miss something? I knew about the green flame torch. You told us about that. Am I missing something here? What
John
does it
froze
do?
on a great image, by the way.
Yes,
yes.
certainly.
What do we miss? what would be missing.
You had the green flame torch last. Do you know anything of what it does?
So I did find out a bit about that. I wanted to share with Godfrey and Cranston beforehand, but I can share now as well. So what their plan is that they want to use the green flame torch and combine every single one of the planes into one.
What the... What?
That is extraordinarily destructive.
Oh,
That
yes,
is not how
very.
planes work.
For what aim?
I'm fully against this. I will confess that sounds hilarious.
Cranston,
No. Do we need to sit down and have a lesson on the planes? Why, that is a terrible idea.
Oh no, I preface this by that's a terrible idea. That doesn't make it less funny.
Fair.
Ignore the material plane. Imagine suddenly the heavens and the hells forced to mingle.
Godfrey, you see him have just a moment of pure dread as he just goes,
A 1,000-yard stare. Godfrey.
All you see is the whites of Godfrey's eyes in the helmet. Like,
Hey, Sean's camera fixed.
Sean's back.
Hey.
He stopped pinching his nose indefinitely.
Yeah, so I was not aware about the effects of this artifact whenever I delivered it, but we should definitely be getting that back, lest the world as we know it ceases to exist.
yeah, that's pretty... That's a big... That's up there on things to do.
So you gave it to your mentor, if I recall.
Yes, I did.
He still has it, right? We can.
Well, did she not just say that
The group is in
the
possession.
group is in possession of it? I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Which, if we think about it long enough, means your mentor is working with that group.
Oh yeah, he was talking to Nathan not too long ago.
You need to talk to us.
I told you this. You knew about this.
Anything
maybe
having
you
to do with
probably-
Nathan.
To be fair, it was probably just glazed over whenever we were talking about how I
You
revived
probably
Nathan.
And then probably the mention of Nathan just triggered rage in us to where we stopped listening.
Okay, that's probably what happened. No! We were talking about it before, me and you were talking about it before we got the group all together, and then you told me to go to bed after I realized it.
God damn it.
Right, okay. Well, how do we avert this catastrophe? This would be destruction on a scale undreamed of.
Well, as far as I understand it at the moment, the Duke of Darkness, this Yonwei, he's distracted by the recent freeing of a Miss Cora Talbot.
Guilty.
From my understanding, she's en route to here now, and will be able to join you on your quest as well. I recommend keeping her close, for once he has possession of her, he will no longer worry, and he will begin to enact whatever plan it is that he has. In that time, though, I recommend that you all find these icons and bind them. Through them, you will wield great power, and through that power, you will be able to defeat the 𝐄𝐸𝐷 and reclaim the green flame torch. And if the divination magics that have recently been shown to me prove to be likely, you will also reunite with your friend Silvios. Now, to the artifacts themselves. Ash, please step forward.
Ash is gonna step forward.
As you do, the area around you begins to shift as the Countess's eyes glow a silvery blue. And you see like this illusion appear in front of you. Immediately you recognize it. She says, "Within the Black Citadel, you will find your icon, Ash Silverlily. Somewhere within, you will find the sword, Soul Shiver, created from the carcass of Anmersa of all things, the fourth Lich. Through this sword, you will unlock a sorcery not practiced within the realm of Highhaven in many hundreds of years. Soul magic."
I mean, it was either there or Shadowfell High's trophy room, so
Justified.
this was to be expected.
We walk in, it's just one of the trophy cabinets as the centerpiece.
It's like built into the statue at Shadowfell High.
Here's our first place trophy for when we won the volleyball tournament. Here's a Soul Shiver. Here's the trophy that we got for our baseball team.
Here's when our cheerleaders won state championships.
Just in between different things.
Lavender Fernwood, if you may come forward now.
Lavender walks forward, kind of like hesitantly. She's looking up because she's so small. She's like, "I don't think we've met before, but hi, I'm Lavender. It's nice to meet you."
It is nice to meet you as well, little halfling. I know your kin very well. Cora and I traveled together for many months, weeks, days, I don't remember. But I have a fondness for you and your family. And as such, we have granted you ownership of Wild Whisper. And as she says that, you see the scene change before you, and you suddenly find yourself in a familiar place. This outer plane that you visited to find that rod to begin with.
The Rod of Bonk has a friend.
Within the Aether, on a floating island hidden away in the vastness of the realm, you will find the Cloak of Fenian Wild Whisper. It is made from the fallen leaf, the first fallen leaf of every autumn in Highhaven's existence. In order to get there, you will need to meet with one of the taskmasters of the realm. I'm sure you will find them quite agreeable.
Do they have a name, perhaps?
They do, but they'll come to you in time. Simply go to the Aether and you will find them.
I will find them. Thank you.
Of course. Godfrey.
The Rod of Bonk has a friend. I was thinking, like, the Rod of Fonk.
Godfrey steps forward. He says, "A great many greetings and good health to you. It is well met."
It is well met. To you, Knight of Ensavion, we bestow Imperial. And as she says that, you see a staircase form in front of you, and this halo-like crown tumbling down it. Imperial is the long-lost crown of Ensavion, from their death near the beginning of time. Through the generations, it has been wielded by many paladins. The last that it was wielded by was Keldrak the Bloodletter, a Blackguard paladin. You will find him fighting eternally on one of the cubes of enmity. And with that, you see overhead these massive planet-sized cubes crashing together with armies crawling across their outer shell like ants.
Where is this place? One of the planes?
Yes. It is a shattered plane located between the Crimson Inferi and the Ivory Halls of Harmony.
It shall be retrieved. Thank you.
Of course. And finally, Cranston, you may come forward.
It's gonna be like in a fucking janitor's closet.
Cranston
comes forward.
I must
It's in
admit,
the toilet over there.
yours will be the hardest to find.
Of course. course.
For it already has an owner, not bound to any plane.
Oh, that's easy.
You see forming in front of you this kind of wide landscape full of weird, strange phenomena, tornadoes, storms, winter blizzards. And at the center is a tall spire of stone reaching up into the heavens. And at the tip of it is this almost donut-shaped or a spinning sphere. For you, Void Mantle is a coat. It is worn by the warlock Carson, one of the others, the first of Ebon Siren's devoted followers. He is a planar traveler in his days, but you will most likely find him frequenting Sigil, the city of doors.
So I have to kick my predecessor's ass.
Perhaps not. Carson is quite agreeable.
Oh.
You may even find an ally in him.
So I have to go on a binge night with my predecessor's ass.
Sure.
You
But-
just showed me another world. If I simplify it, it'll work for me. Just let me have this.
I know. And that is all of the artifacts that we have to give.
I can't help
Fuck, was someone
but
writing this down, by the way?
I have been, yeah.
Thank God.
I can't help but notice there is one of our group that has not been charged to retrieve one. What of Amra?
This is correct. You see, Amra has already retrieved hers. And she motions down toward Amra and the gauntlet. Dreamweaver, the gauntlet of Imor.
That makes sense.
Certainly a
sounds right.
nicer name for it.
And it has already become awakened, brought into a higher state of existence and aid. All of the artifacts, all of the mythic icons share this property.
Oh. I imagine that's why our opponents, I guess you can say, aren't interested. They might not have the natural attunement to awaken these things, so it disinterests them.
That is true, but do not mistake their ignorance of these artifacts now to continue. Once they know that you are on the path to finding them, they will come for you all. But collect them fast enough, and you will be able to face them.
Countess, if I may. You've mentioned many places, strange names. Is there anywhere where we might find more information on them? Such as...
Yes?
Oh, Lavender raises her hand. She's like, I know a couple of places, but if you have recommendations, I'll always take them.
You have a guide for the outer and inner planes before you, through this halfling. But getting to there is difficult. As I understand it, you, she says, looking to Lavender, are in possession of an artifact that allows you to travel to many different planes of existence. While that is useful,
It doesn't
is
really
also-
say where.
exactly, it is random. You may happen upon a realm that you need, but be careful, for there are a lot of enemies after you.
We've already...
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, your turn.
I thought you were dead. I'm sorry.
You have the talking stick. Leans down, hands like a possible stick.
No, the rod of Bonk goes around.
But I need to finish that story to see what was so important you interrupted her.
Go ahead,
so-
go ahead,
Fuck
Gunter.
that, we don't know anything.
We've already stumbled into the Crimson and Ferry, and that didn't go particularly well. Understood.
Well, I was going to suggest the Crimson and Fairy might be also a good starting place For there is already an open portal to it on this plane, in the Abyssal Maw. However, getting to there will leave you stranded in the evil-aligned planes until you are able to get out of there. And using the well, there's no guarantee of where you may end up. And in order to get to the good-aligned realms, you would have to travel through many, including Harmony, Enmity, or Bedlam.
I can get us to Bedlam, but I don't know if I want to bring us to Bedlam. I'm sure
Bedlam is
you...
a dangerous realm.
Yeah. You understand my reservation there.
Place of chaos, yes?
Yeah.
Chaos and winds that will drive you mad. A sea of chaotic energy only held together by psionics. But still possibly a good place. If things are dangerous enough. But there does exist another way, aside from all of these. The city I spoke to you of, Cranston, 𝐒𝐿, the city of doors. It exists in the Outlands, a plane that we are not able to access by any magical means, other than what is permitted to us by the lady there. However, there is another way to get there. It's simply dangerous.
Cranston kind of slowly turns to Amra. And then slowly turns back to the Countess. Just, it doesn't hurt to learn.
The Outlands in 𝐒𝐿 can be reached by traveling through and down and deep into High Haven's stone. Reaching into the realm of the Underdark. If you continue traveling down that further and further, you will eventually come to the other side of High Haven, where 𝐒𝐿 and the Outer Lands exist.
Do you know of any paths to the Underdark? I've not encountered one
There
in
are
my days.
few. The most notable would be back here. You know of another entrance as well, though.
Mythalorn.
Yep.
Lavender looks
These
at
are the-
Amra. Do you still have the... Still have the piece? Okay.
Couldn't quite shake it.
That's what I figured.
These are the pathways that we know. And in order to get to the outer planes, you will have to traverse through a few different ways.
Well, I suppose our goal now is to pick one and stick with it. What are all of your thoughts?
As this is happening as well, I will say that the Countess is going to depart, kind of crawling it through this this wall of shimmering stone as she kind of vanishes behind it, going elsewhere.
Always cool when she does that.
I will say, I still wish to head into the Crimson and Ferry. The Hells could make their move at any moment.
They have the army to make their move. I don't think we're in fighting shape.
It certainly wouldn't hurt to get a few more of these artifacts.
I don't mind going to the Inferi just to learn how capable a foe is. But if we find them at their peak, maybe, I don't know, skirt around the edges of the plane? I don't know how it works.
I mean, you did hear her. If we go through there, we're gonna be stuck.
The only way I
Damn.
can get us out is the well, which puts us anywhere. And I have a tuning fork for Bedlam.
Well, couldn't Armor word of recall us again like she did last time?
We'd have to preset it, I believe.
Yes.
This far as I'm aware.
If I recall, does it work across the planes?
I mean, it
That's
worked
how
in
we got out of
Shadowfell.
Shadowfell.
Fair enough. Never mind. Question answered.
We would have to reconnect to the temple then.
Yeah, but I'm starting to get a bit concerned about it. There's only me there to really protect it, and now that word's getting out about Imore.
That
We're
is
also
true.
having the issue of time. If we get in a bad spot and Amra just takes us all back, sure, we're saved, but wasted what? Days, weeks, months, maybe? We don't have time to worry about a fallback.
We need to be as prepared as we can be for any things we might face.
If I would be able to suggest what I think we should do, I believe we should first visit the Black Citadel and just in general collect all of our artifacts. But the Black Citadel first, since it is on this plane, and then while we are there, we can collect my artifact, the Soul Shiver, and then while there, we can ask about information to getting to any of the other planes.
He makes a pretty good point.
At very least we can start on our own plane.
And then if we don't find anything, I would say trying to get to the city of many doors would be the best chance we have.
Sigil is tough to get to.
I
It
worry.
could be, but we'd be close-ish to Mythalorn, especially with Lavender's means of travel.
That is true. I mean, I've been there. I could probably find where it is in the snow again.
Does the token work whenever we're all clouds? Can we just travel through there, just pass by all the
I
demons
think we need
that
to
are gonna be there?
Physical. And speaking
Yeah.
of the Hoarfrost token, I did my own little bit of asking around of how to undo it, considering fire. The short answer is it's not going to be easy. In order to undo it, I need to go to the plane of fire, make a case of why I should get my warmth back.
Wait, we have another trial ahead of
It's not urgent. I've made some adaptations to my fighting to be able to handle myself should the need arise.
If I may, I worry that taking the time, going to gather all of these artifacts first, these are traveling across different planes of existence. We could be trapped, we could be caught. It could take weeks, and in that time, the Inferi could use that moment, that opportunity while we are away, to strike devastatingly. The Blood War is over, a thing that has not happened for many, many centuries. Ever, even. They are at full strength. If they strike, it will be a devastating blow.
I see your point, but I don't think we're equipped. I mean, we struggled quite a bit against Maya and her forces on our turf, let alone on hers.
Even if we were here to handle their initial strike, would we be able to, or even if we were here to encounter their initial strike, would we be able to handle it at all?
I feel like Ash makes a good point. The least we can do is get his. The Black Citadel is on this plane of existence.
out of character. An interesting question, I think, worth asking. If we can find a tree somewhere in the Black Citadel,
We could find
even a fucking dead one. We could do transfer via plants through that tree straight to Mythalorn. The great big tree just before the staircase.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to read the specifics on it, but
Do you have to set anything
can-
up, or do you just have to see a tree?
That's what I have to read.
She'll have to look up the
Remember.
specifics of the
Set
spell.
anything up. Interpretation to the DM whether they need to know the spell and then know the tree, or know the tree and then know the spell. But
I just love
Any
that
DM.
sentence.
Any DM that would make you know the spell and then know the tree grows.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I think you just have to be familiar with where it is and what it looks like.
Transport
Which-
via plants.
You must have
Uh,
seen or touched the destination at least once. Yeah, and you have.
I've been there. I probably hugged the tree at one point.
been there.
Cool. Been there, done that.
It
I've
does
hugged
only
the tree.
it does only last for one round.
Okay, so
It's
we all
quick.
just need to jump through it.
Yes.
correct. It's great for transportation, not so great for an escape plan.
I do think we have a lot more knowledge, and I think we have. I think the cards are in our favor for once. It's not going to be easy, but what were the planes that they said that the Countess said the Crimson Inferium was connected to?
It is to the Crimson
And
it is
the
in
red one,
between.
isn't it?
It is between the Crimson Inferi and the Halls of Harmony.
Lavender takes out her book from her
Yes.
bag and she's like flipping through, trying to find her thing with all the planes. She's like, I know it's in here somewhere.
So, worst case, we
Right, it's in
can
the world map.
try and get
Never mind.
Godfrey's after we handle Maya. And while we're here, Cranston and Ash, you've been here way more than I have, clearly, because I have no reason to come here. I'm not exactly an arcane caster. How much information do they have here?
A lot. I wouldn't know how much.
A
My
decent
magic
bit.
doesn't come from knowledge or knowing how it works, quite frankly.
For the Academy of Sorcery, they do have like tomes and books and such, but the majority of the learning and teaching is done student to student, or people kind of learn from the Countess or some of the other underlings, some of the other higher up people. So there is stuff to learn, but I would say that only Ash and Cranston would have access to it. They might be able to relay stuff, but they probably wouldn't have Amra go in.
Which is fair. She's not exactly a student here. She doesn't know the first thing about this place.
Hasn't paid tuition.
She's not paid her tuition. She's in student loan debt to her god that she's paying off by dating the professor.
Jeez.
Hmm.
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 I don't know.
Imagine
what else
dating
we could do.
faculty.
I am not faculty, I am staff. It is different. I only had to fill out 2 forms.
I don't know how much information we'd be able to get from here. I could ask Branches. He might have some extra information, but
Is that
Rusan-
the guy who was the plant?
No, it is a plant, but it's a different one. Nickname
Oh,
I gave them.
Okay.
I don't know if they like it. They kind of just wave in the wind, so.
Okay.
Kind of how plants.
Well,
You
do
know-
you
Who could
want
talk
to...
to Lavender?
I mean, I can.
You know what? We're here. We're meeting Branches.
Anyways, during the time apart, I've managed to tap into a bit more magic. However, I'm missing a piece to cast it. I need more connections to Imor. I need signs of them. So in order to find it, I need either active, living, and participating members of the religion, or to find out where people hid his stuff after he was sealed away.
Well, we know one of them is, right? It was that weird cultish about them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not quite enough. They didn't even have a temple. They wouldn't have things I need. I need things like sacred tomes or holy text or robes of saints. Not exactly
Well,
something
Branch
you'll
is hoard
find.
shit, so maybe he has something. I doubt it, but maybe.
I
My
just
first
need to
thought
see if
was
I can
his
figure
other
out.
gauntlet.
His other gauntlet. Armor just dual wields. So if it's possible for you guys to figure out if someone knows where to find something like this. I mean, the Countess seems to be pretty open-minded considering she let Ash walk out of here.
That is true.
Yeah.
True. Honestly, like here we might find out some things. The Black Citadel might actually have what you're
Okay,
looking for.
we will go back.
I'm not trying to get us to go there. I'm like, it just probably does.
Okay,
Like, just
thank
as
you.
a fact.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind, but we are here now, so I think we should start here as much as possible.
Sorry, just doing something real quick.
I just can't exactly go around asking people when I'm not a wizard or whatever Cranston is.
Well, I'll be frank. I don't know what I am.
We could probably ask around, see if we can learn anything.
My magic's gotten weaker lately, though I don't know if that's my fault or not.
Thank you, Ash.
So who is this Branch's character you were talking about?
This way. He starts walking for a few seconds and then stops and is like, "We could start to still turn in the clouds, right?
Yeah, I still
That'll
have.
be better. That'll be better." It starts transforming.
Okay. I
It'll
just
be
imagine
fast.
like Lavender now being like very, very specific as to how she does things. She's like, okay, we're doing this.
I don't think we need to do the spell. I think it lasts 8 hours, right? I don't
Yes,
think it
it
took her
does.
8 hours to get here, so we can just.
Oh yeah, it's still on the same spell, but she's formal
just
about it
demand
now.
we do the formal. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, and it's not concentration, right?
No.
It isn't. Cranston's starting to transform. You're just like, stop that, stop it. We need to hold hands.
This is why it's very broken.
That is actually insane.
It does take a
whenever-
whole minute to transform, and you can't do anything else. So in combat, it's
Other
not
than
really an
dash.
act choice.
You could dash.
Whenever we get the chance, I would like to talk to Cranston and Godfrey.
dash?
Cloud dashing.
Privately, sure.
Privately for now, yes, and then you two can share with everyone else if you feel like. But you should both know first.
I'm pregnant.
That's my favorite.
That
And
new fan
Cranston's the
fiction
father.
just dropped.
Oh God.
No
Cranston-
new fan fiction dropped.
Says the one who wrote the fan fiction.
When I write it, it's just fiction.
It's just lore.
Just lore.
Lore.
It's
Canon
canon.
lore.
Goodness.
All right, you're able to kind of take them off to the side. Yep.
Yeah, since Ash had mentioned that, Lavender's like, Amra, come look at the Rod of Bonk with me. I want a cleric's perspective.
Alright.
She'll hand the Rod of Bonk to Amra. I can send you the information. So you know what it is.
Don't to have their private chats. Cranston's just the John Travolta meme, just looking around.
No, Cranston got pulled with Godfrey,
With
right?
Ash and Godfrey.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just said Godfrey.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
no,
the three of
Cranston
us.
and Godfrey.
Horrifying.
Is everything all right, Ash?
Okay, so I have good news and bad news.
Oh boy.
Which would you rather hear first?
Let's start with the bad news, I think.
Godfrey, you lost your soul.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
What does that even mean? You don't even have the soul shimmers. How do you
Where-
want soul magic?
Where did it go? What?
Did the Kurotoa take it? Is the soul in?
Is it in Savions now?
Yeah.
No,
What's the
no,
deal?
even worse.
Oh,
My aunt
That's
has it.
nothing to say.
who?
My aunt has it.
Ah,
Oh no.
another
Oh, I
follow-up
guess that does
question.
make sense, though.
How?
I'm pretty sure Cranston might know. I had
There's
nothing
Patty
to do with it.
where his book used to be, and he stops for a bit, looks down at his rapier, and just, oh no.
Cranston, did you sell my soul? Where did...
Sell is a strong word.
Did you give it away?
Sorry, I'm being really like cavalier about this, and I shouldn't be, but I'm
No,
just in a goofy
it's
mood.
funny. It's good.
Thank God for it's such a big thing, and he still acts like a person, so it kind of hasn't really hit him, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have to process this on his own time.
Am I... So... Ash, what exactly does this mean? Am I...
You were, to my knowledge, I don't know if it means anything for you right now, but after you die, it probably does. I don't know any of the specifics on that, but as of right now, at least, my aunt is in possession of your soul.
Hmm. That's not
She's not
good.
nice if it helps. Well, kind of. She called me a slave earlier. I don't really know what our relationship is at this point, but
She is very annoyed with dealing with you. I will tell you.
that sounds appropriate. That seems to be a theme I have with powerful authority figures.
Godfrey just sort of like rubs his chest over his armor. He's like,
Well, that's a lot to take in. What's
Yes,
the good
that's why it
news
was
though?
the bad news. The good news, I got to meet up with Cynthia, and I got a deal to get both of your souls back, and Ileana's. She has her soul as well.
But,
Yeah, that was also in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my fault.
sorry, I gotta write a note real quick.
Princeton casually involved with soul theft.
I love how the bad news was. I love how the bad news was like,
The
Godfrey.
bad news, your soul's been taken.
The good news is I got
good news,
everyone's
you're
souls
not
back.
No, I haven't gotten them back yet. I made a deal to get them back.
okay, so what do you need to do, and how can we assist?
Essentially, same plan as we already. Sorry, I've been a bit cold.
It's alright, it's
same
very
pl-
cold up here.
Same plan as we are originally going to do. We don't really need to change much of like that. We need to reacquire, and this is going to sound filthy rich coming from me. We have to reacquire the green flame torch.
I hate you.
I know. I understand.
How was this in the good news?
Well, because we already have to do it.
So I'm just
And
making notes.
Once we get it
Good news.
back,
Our to-do list wasn't extending.
well, good news, we can get your souls back by doing something we were already doing.
Torch.
Wait, so
What's
what
that?
do we...
Is the deal to give her the green flame torch? We've did that before, and it didn't go well.
I don't think I have to give it to her. I just need to use it to do something.
You need to say what the something is.
Yes, I agree.
I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me what that something is. Do you know what that something is?
Yes. So, long story short, I have a few deals that,
I'd
or a
rather have
few
the long story.
a few separate deals that I can choose from that I will make up my mind in the future on. Those aren't important
like that.
right now.
Please include us in these decisions, at least in regards to the green flame torch.
Right?
I want to know what you need to do.
So, essentially, all we have to do is we have to use the green. Essentially, what it is right now is Cynthia's trapped in a plane outside reality, sort of like a demi-plane, but not really. It's very confusing, and essentially,
it's a horrifying truth, and my goal is to get her out if possible.
Oh, your goal is to get her out?
In general sense, yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's all she wants.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought it was to like bring the plane here or some shit like that. Okay.
Oh no, it's just open.
Just
open the plane so that she can come through it. Okay, so in which case you are already planning on doing that.
And we can do this with the green flame torch.
Yes.
Okay.
This is good news.
Seems like a plan.
Yes, and then in return, we will get your souls back. And Ileana's.
Okay.
Oh.
You froze.
I don't like that there has to be like this weird.
Uh-oh.
So...
Oh.
Oh, I think it might have fixed.
Oh, nope.
Staring at this red connection bar.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, you're all going. Nah, this is bad.
Oh. I think. Say something, John.
Yeah, I think it just fixed.
Okay.
All right. Nah, fuck you. I don't know what this paint. You can leave me alone.
Well, it seems...
It's just my award-winning smile. And by smile, it's like a 2-degree increase on my fucking mouth.
He's mewing.
Wait, am I?
No.
Oh, yeah, a little. Oh.
Alright, get our souls back. Rad. Very good.
Free somebody from an awful place. Sounds good.
Alright,
I mean, we've done it before. Like, kind of gestures loosely towards Amra.
Godfrey just does the 10,000 yard stare again, just off in the distance.
We haven't had any problems yet, Godfrey.
We haven't, and
I don't think they've done anything bad.
listen, I have all the hope in the world.
But we've both learned that hope doesn't always save the world, so I understand. We're both hesitant.
It can help. Hope's a good thing to hold on to.
Yeah. He says in a tone that's definitely not in full agreement.
Right. Get the torch. Free Cynthia. Get our souls back. Wait, why don't Cynthia have your soul?
My soul?
Yes.
Because I'm just related to her. I never gave her my soul. She
I
said
didn't
that
either.
she Well, yeah, but Cranston gave your soul to her. He didn't
Right.
give my soul to her. She originally apparently was trying
You're
to
talking
get
first. I
get
feel
my
like we should
soul.
preface that.
She tried to get my soul originally, I'm pretty sure, but I think she accidentally got Cranston instead.
Interesting.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta have faster hands. Or I have to have slower ones. It wasn't really a plus for me, but, you know.
Alright. I feel like we've a good approach and understanding to this. Shall we meet up with the others?
Yes, and like I said, you are free to share with the others if you wish, but I will leave that choice up to you two, since it is your souls that we're mostly concerned about.
I think I need to process just a little bit. I need to at least sleep on this.
Probably need to tell Ileana this.
Oh yes, and we should. Quite honestly, I'm in the camp that we should tell the other two about this.
Oh, of
just
course.
Because,
That's
just so that they know what's going on.
No, I agree.
Would probably be happy.
I just need like a night, personally, just to sleep on it.
Okay. We'll tell them in the morning. Anyways, let's go meet branches. I think they're ready.
Branches.
Well, I guess cut to your guys' talk with the bong.
Lavender was just holding it up, and she's like, I think I can do some pretty cool things with this now.
It's certainly a very impressive thing.
Do you think between me, you, and Godfrey, we could just kind of take out the Cataclysm Shroud problem?
We could absolutely take out the Cataclysm Shroud problem.
I mean, if I'm doing some healing, and you're doing some healing, and Godfrey's doing some healing, I don't think we can really go wrong there.
I don't think we could go under.
Yeah.
I think we could absolutely pump enough holy magic into that.
I mean, hey, I think we have our solution for at least one thing, other than the whole world ending. But
it's something.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Just saw the meme shot.
Poor Ileana. Imagine Cranston tells Ileana, like Cranston does sending to Ileana while Ileana's absolutely plastered, so she doesn't even understand.
Just drunk and sad.
She just wakes up like.
He's hoping he hits her at a high point of intoxication.
Probably want to do it
like,
somewhere in the
wow,
morning.
everything is doing really well right now. And then she gets that message.
She just started going sober.
She's like,
Her first day.
She's like, I finally feel like I'm healing. I'm interested in reading again. My passions are being reignited. I finally feel like living again. Hey, Ileana, I sold your soul. That's why you got pulled out of heaven. Just starts pouring a glass of wine again.
No. Ash sold your soul. That one wasn't me.
Well, you
It literally gives.
I think I did.
Have you guys
came
ever
out of
seen the
your
movie?
bag.
Well, I didn't put it there.
Break the DM.
Sorry, Sean, go on.
If you guys have ever seen the movie Airplane, it reminds me of I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Oh, good.
So as you guys are returning back to the group, you're approaching Amra and Lavender, but as you're doing so, Imric is standing there and he goes, I am very glad for us to begin traveling again. I have read many stories that I can share in audible form as we walk.
Oh, fantastic. Well,
I am incredibly excited.
are they like the one you gave me?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
Oh,
Sure.
interesting. It was a good
He's
read.
got a whole collection now. I've seen it.
They do have sex.
Many times.
Yep.
Sometimes back to back.
Is there a sequel to this book?
There
That was the end of the
needn't-
first book.
There needn't be, for they're not very plot heavy.
it really leaves on a satisfying note, I think, as well.
I mean, for the characters, sure.
Oh, I get it.
I missed you, Emily.
Merc's the best.
I'm sure you did.
Okay, let's go meet this branches fellow, I guess.
Godfrey
So
and
be
Ileana's
it.
souls were sold.
I'm sorry, what?
Only
repeat
one
that.
of them was my fault.
And the other
Okay.
one was kind
Pardon.
of mine.
I thought we
Time
were going to
out?
tell them in the morning, but I processed this, not immediately.
Right, forgot. Sorry, Imric gave me a chuckle and my mind just blanked.
Understandable. My soul is
Okay.
gone.
So, Ileana got her soul sold. Same with Godfrey. When did these happen?
And who owns their souls?
And
My aunt.
why?
I go to point at the book and then realize it's gone again, and then just point at my sword, my rapier.
Is that
Okay.
your aunt?
In a loose way.
Okay, so the Ebon Siren owns their souls.
Yes.
Is there a way
The
to
good
get
news-
them back?
The good news is our goals already kind of align with what we were going to do anyways, and that's get the green flame torch, use it to get the Ebon Siren out of the awful plane that they're currently stuck in. And then, bada beam, bada boom, souls free.
Lavender looks at Ash. So,
Yeah, this is what I found out whenever I got sucked into the, like, whatever that thing was.
that was a, like, that was like the hole. You got sucked into the hole.
Yeah, they
But it was
said.
in this guy's
Still into your-
chest.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
like my book.
What? Getting some new
okay.
material, Emric. You've got
I
some...
think
Get bold.
I think we're gonna have to go
Hold it.
over this later. I think we're gonna have to go over this all and discuss it as we recap what everyone did, because it seems like everything is connected, from the things we did while we were waiting to what is happening now.
I just fought in a revolution.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Loosely.
How do you loosely fight in a revolution, Cranston?
I didn't really take a side.
That seems
Unless
stranger
you
to
count
me.
making sure people survive a civil war being a side.
That seems less
So
strange.
you were a vigilante.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Hey, at least you didn't go plane hopping without me. Looks at Godfrey.
All I'm hearing is that a lot of you spent your month doing things that are way more exciting than what I did.
What
just-
did you
What did
do?
you do?
Mostly spent time with Emor.
Lavender gags in the corner. Looks back at Umbra.
Emric, you've read
Excuse
a lot
me.
of those books. Have you considered writing?
I am very. It's difficult for me to write.
What if you
Dragon
translated?
hands.
What if you translated?
Get a ghost
There's a
rider.
dragon.
You've read-
what
you've
if
read them
there's
in
a
common.
Dragon pen.
I will consider this.
You could do it. You could do traveling
I-
show.
I do need to ask though. Did you say more like the god of evil?
Okay, he's not the god of evil.
It was dreams.
Dreams.
He was nice.
Nightmare, the Nightmare King. Yes. What do you mean you were spending time with him? He's
She
not.
kissed him.
Well, just I'm more.
Out of character, just looks to Emmerich. So you know your books.
We broke Emmerich. I can't believe it.
I will follow up later. Let us go to the tree.
Branches. Right? Branches?
How do
that's
y'all?
the
How
name?
do,
Riches is a tree, correct?
It only takes a minute to go into cloud form, so I guess making it faster would be. I don't think it's.
Y'all leave
necessary,
Emmerich in
but I
the
mean, if he's
dust.
walking-
I was gonna say, as you all turn into clouds and fly away, Emmerich is just standing there, and he looks around, and then he just starts running after you.
I picture Emmerich speed walking, just like.
I could also select Emmerich. He's part of our little
But
hold
you'd have to
hands
re-
circle.
You would have to
You'd
recast the spell.
yeah.
Shoot.
We'll walk.
Okay.
We'll walk.
We'll walk.
It's a walking time. We're in a building.
As you start to go along, he pulls out one of his books and starts to read aloud for you all to enjoy. No Anastasia. No Xbox. No PlayStation. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. As Emmerich reads to you as you all go to meet Branches near Dogwood. And with that, we're gonna end this little mini session. And just to understand, once you guys go to Branches, your plan is to go to the Black Citadel and then to Mythalorn to go through the Underdark.
Yep.
Seems like a plan.
I believe so, yes.
Oh, and then while we're still at the Academy of Sorcery, Ashton Cranston would probably ask about, like, anything to do with Amor, like Amu was asking.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
I would
Fair.
appreciate it.
Like, where we could find any holy text, holy text, robes, artifacts.
Yeah, anything
Always
something simple like that. It doesn't need to be like magical per se. It just needs to be important.
Just in relation to Amor.
Yeah, they can help with that.
Okay.
All right. Send me a message just so I remember. But with that all said and done, let's go ahead and end tonight's session. And then in 2 days, we have our first full session back with Michaela as well.
Yay!
We're gonna be back.
Guess who's back?
And
Back
that's going to be
again.
at
Back
7
again.
o'clock, correct?